Sung-Goo. Someone called me Sung, but I'm Sung-Goo. I sung songs in a death metal band in Korea. Did I scare you? Sorry. So I'm gonna explain my project briefly because explaining in detail for me is and the first one is Film Factory 2003, Busan City. At the year of 2003, the Busan City constructed this huge bridge on the water. And there's a very famous seashore, the beach, on the right side. And the city wants to redefine the area in between this bridge and the beach. So I propose to construct a bridge city, physically connecting the bridge and the city, and having all the programs from programs of making a film from the film institute or film shooting studio or a small theater. And Busan is really famous for film, so in the city there's a big square for Busan Film Festival. And I was selected for the first, but it's over very huge over budget, so it was cancelled. And the second is Asian Film Village. Actually, in the past Asian, they lived to the change of the nature. They didn't try to change the nature for their purpose. So to think that I made this artificial landscape between the sea and the land. And the landscape is with many various heights. So according to the tide, the land is changing twice in a day. With the change of the land, people can enjoy the pond generated from the change, or they try to escape from the water to the land, or they can enjoy being isolated in the island. And all these reaction and responses are happen on this area. And so we can call that is Asian village. And it's a Seoul Performing Arts Center. Seoul has a really precious natural source called the Han River, a really big river. But actually there's very few places to enjoy the water. So I propose to have a big urban platform to enjoy the water in the middle of the river. And the building itself is made of the ramp steps. So every band functions as a ramp, but with a series of ramp, it becomes great step. So everywhere is occupiable by the citizen, and they can enjoy the water. And there's a Gwangbook Street Renovation, also the Busan City. Gwangbook area is famous for fashion and drinking. But there are too many signs, and as you see from the photo on the left, it's very chaotic and a little bit dangerous because of too many cars. So maybe if I make this place more peaceful, then it'll be better. So I propose the neighborhood connecting unit, physically connecting the building's facade and the road also with the same material. And the material is assigned according to the program inside the building. So for example, it's the building's program is the information technology shop. It may be shiny metal or glass. And if it is a traditional alcohol pub, then maybe wood. Yeah, with a series of this neighborhood connecting unit, it can create a unique streetscape. And it is a foreshore and footprint. This one has a long history. About 30 years ago in Korea, the government made a policy to transform the whole this Saemangeum foreshore into rice field, because at that moment the nation is lack of rice. So maybe that made sense at that moment. But in 2006, that year was a final decision by Supreme Court whether the project should move on or we need to cancel the project. Because 2006, Korea even export rice to other nations. So, and even the Saemangeum foreshore is 5th largest and precious natural ecology in the world. So I propose, and actually for constructing this bank to stop water, the government has spent $3 billion US. So it's really crazy. So I propose to transform the bank into bridge to get water coming in and out to save the foreshore and make bridge city the bridge. Actually, the total area of the bridge is larger than that. And a week after the final decision of Supreme Court, I heard that I got grand prize from UIA and UNESCO. But if I get that news before the decision, maybe this project can help people to stop the policy to save the foreshore. I was very sorry about that. And it's a Stockholm library. There were 3 buses of library programs, and another one was originally planned by Unasprung, but the 4th one was not constructed. And I proposed to invert inside of that 4 bus into outside. So as you see from the perspective, in the courtyard, you can see the inside of the plastic building, and that function as outdoor courtyard. And Kim's house, my friend's parents' house. This house is a very beautiful traditional house, and even this house was selected for shooting TV drama in Korea. 300 years old, and the aesthetic of Korean traditional house is the emptiness of the courtyard surrounded by the houses and stone walls. So I didn't want to I didn't want to break that aesthetic by putting another building inside the courtyard. Actually, they say that in the hot summer and in cold winter, it's really hard to live in that traditional house, so they want to make another modern house. So I propose them to specify the portion of the wall into a room. So in between that 2 walls, that become the living room, and maybe that will not kill the aesthetic of the courtyard emptiness. And for this concept, they need to buy another lot by their side. But until today, they didn't buy land, so maybe in 2 years. And it's a Hebeng exterior renovation. It's 3-dimensional louver system, absorbing light at daytime and imminent nighttime. Actually, it is 3-dimensionally louver, but as you see from the elevation, it saves the clear view to the outside. And it is an empty infinite field is a central part of future Korean capital city. The city is made as a O shape or donut shape, having central part in the center. As you see from the current photo of the site, it has very infinite, open view from the rice field. So I thought that if we can keep that open view that'd be really that would be really good. So I propose to make every landscape program underground level. If the program of landscape is big, then more deeply. Light programming, such as like small pond, and maybe it's a little less deeper. And on the ground level surface is nothing, just empty. Only people are occupying that surface, and they can make an events in the area. And as you see from the perspective, we can see the other side urban kind of skyline because it's infinite view. And it's a economic oasis in Dubai. Generally, if we dig earth in 100 meters, then the temperature increase 3 Celsius degrees. But the hot area, such as desert in Dubai, if we dig the earth, temperature decrease, and at certain depth, it turns to increase. And I got some information from geology professor that depth will be 300 meters. So I dig 300 meters depth to decrease the temperature for making environment animals to live inside the valley shape. One side of the valley can become a big kind of skyscraper like Bazaar, having many programs inside. The other side of the valley is like natural valley. And it's a major urban design. There are 3 elements of landscape: ground level, park, and green platform in the inside the building and roof garden. And these 3 landscape elements are connected on a single surface. So if all tenants of this area agree, then we can walk from the green plaza in front of the station. Even we can walk to the highest roof garden of this area. And there's a stair gallery. There's many unused water tank in Porto. And for reusing this concrete shed structure, I propose stair gallery having several landing area, giving a view to the places around the village. And maybe exhibition can be on the wall inside the stair. It's a Kosovo station urban design. As you see from the photo, it's really dreary and dangerous. So I propose to put every railroad station and facilities is underground and having a park. It's really simple. It is a Norway Porto cultural complex. The interesting thing of the site is the blocks are disconnected, but if we use the same design language, we can maybe feel it is one side. So I propose this growing buildings with same design and same material and same landscape design material. So and under the museum, the most important exhibition work is the ship made around this area. So as you see from the image, the ship is exhibited inside and is open to the outside. And from the library open window, we can see the exhibited ship. That kind of gesture can make these many blocks on one side. And physically, the west area are connected underground through the underground plaza. It is an Incheon observation tower. It has many platforms facing to the main places in Incheon City. So if we be one of the platform, we naturally see one of the main places in the city. And even from the city, people, when they see the tower set, the tower's orientation reminds them of many places in the city. So you can say it's a tower of the city. And the information box is made of 4D polycarbonate skin having a lid inside, and size is in container size, so it's easy to transport, and through the skin you can display the text and information. The White House, the concept is labyrinth, so if we be inside the space, we are lost, and we don't know where we are. So it's more safe and secure place for him. And it's Vogue House, the magazine asked me to design a fashion house. I used the minimal surface, 2 minimal surface, and wire structure connecting these 2 surfaces. So if there's a natural force, then this house moves slightly like the cloth moving to the wind. And runway for fashion designer Wooyoungmi. Every time I saw her show, many models having umbrella, and some of her design having overhang cloth. So it reminds me of the memory that when it's raining and we don't have umbrella, we pull our jacket over that. So her design reminds me of raining and water. So I propose to have this raining lighting box from the ceiling and spread water on the floor, slightly reflecting the light, raining. And it is a Gillette sculpture representing the action of shaving. So upper lighting surface is cut hair, and lower dark surface is hair in the skin. And it is like cloud. The Harper's Bazaar asked me to propose something. If it is, then maybe better for Seoul City. In past citizens of Seoul, they used to contemplate the thing themselves by seeing the full moon at night. But these days, so because of the air pollution and too many lights from the ground and high buildings, it's really hard to have time to see the moon and thinking. So I propose this lighting club floating in the Han River give citizens to have to contemplate. I'm gonna talk about ether art. As a very young architect who didn't have a built architecture chance, I use almost time for kind of concept design. And when I'm thinking about architecture, that architecture can be said like ghost origin, because like for product design or fashion designer, for artists, they sell the final product, but architect sells just their foresight, not the real product. But this feature can be said in another way that initial phase of architecture design can be more important because that shows the fundamental feature of architecture. So when I'm doing architecture design, I try to get something or maybe get profit from the initial phase of design. Maybe that in the name of art, I try to get profit from this thinking. It is I will show another one, but that this animation more from the architecture project. And it is when I do one of the architecture design, I need to submit a digital media for an exhibition, and it is showing the Asian way of thinking that we had a belief in change and movement, and that movement is very slow and constant. So I just want to represent that Asian thought. And actually, this animation, this structure are from the architecture design, and we will move more radically and turn back to the original shape, like showing the circle of life. So that artwork started from this architecture project. When I do Tangshan Memorial, having 210,000 lighting wires in the air, remembering the people we need to remember. When I do this structure system, I thought this, even it is architecture design, it can be used for artwork. So the left one is the plan view of the memorial, and right side is the artwork. And some another artwork. And as another example is a water purification unit, and floating on the water, absorbing water from the bottom, and the water, by the natural press, the water flowing to the top, being filtered by the filters. And when I did that architecture design, I also did pattern studies, and I need to submit artwork for an exhibition. And I thought these studies and architecture drawing merging together that can be an art. So the perimeter white crochet is from the architecture drawing, and the inner lines are from the studies. And when, frankly, this ether art, for me as a really young architect, try to get profit from them. But after exhibition, I couldn't say anything because maybe it is not that art level, but some visitors thinking first that I am an architect, not an artist. So they think my work good, but it's from architects, so it's artwork to buy. And actually the left one moved from the Wooyoungmi fashion runway house. So every ether art project are moved from the architecture design I did. So to finish the lecture, I hope I can share my thought sometime. And if you are agree that architecture is God's origin and that phase we need to look at again, then I think we can find another possibility in architecture. Thank you.